Trucks play a big part in our lives. They keep the world moving by transporting goods from one place to another. Ever wonder how trucks manage to carry such heavy loads? Well, it's all about balance. The weight of the load is important, but so is where that weight sits in the truck. It's not just about filling up the truck bed. To make sure the load is balanced, the weight needs to be placed carefully in the middle of the truck. This keeps the truck stable and safe to drive. Let's take a closer look at a truck and see how it works. Here we have a trailer and a tractor. The tractor is the part of the truck that has the engine and the cab where the driver sits. The trailer is what carries the load. When the trailer is empty, it's pretty easy to move. But when it's full of heavy cargo, it can be a bit tricky. That's why the truck has a special device called a landing gear. The landing gear is like a set of legs that supports the trailer when it's not moving. When the trailer is hitched to the tractor, the landing gear lifts up so the wheels can roll underneath it. Now let's see how the truck driver loads up the trailer. The driver carefully checks the weight of each item before loading it onto the trailer. Some items are heavy and some are light, but the driver makes sure to place them in the right spot on the trailer. He uses a special device called a load cell to measure the weight of each item. The load cell looks like a big bathroom scale, and it helps the driver keep the weight evenly distributed on the trailer. Once the items are loaded onto the trailer, the driver double-checks everything to make sure it's safe to move. He looks at the load cells to make sure the weight is balanced. He also checks the tires to make sure they're in good condition, and he checks the lights to make sure they're working. It's time for the truck to hit the road. As the truck drives down the highway, the trailer sways a bit from side to side. That's because the weight of the load isn't perfectly balanced. But don't worry, that's normal, and the driver is trained to handle it. To keep the truck stable, the driver has a special device called a stabilizer bar. The stabilizer bar is like a big lever that helps the driver keep the truck upright. When the truck starts to sway too much, the driver uses the stabilizer bar to bring it back under control. Now let's take a look at how the truck unloads its cargo. When the truck arrives at its destination, the driver unhitches the trailer from the tractor. Then he uses the landing gear to support the trailer while he unloads the cargo. Once the cargo is unloaded, the driver hitches the trailer back to the tractor, and the cycle begins again. Now you know how trucks keep the world moving. Next time you see a truck on the road, remember that it's not just a big, heavy vehicle. It's a complex machine that relies on balance and physics to transport goods safely and efficiently. We've made it to the end of our video. If you enjoyed watching it, please like and share with your friends. And if you haven't already, subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss out on any of our exciting content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.